Hello everyone, and you'll notice that my mouth is not moving in the same way that I am saying the words that you're hearing. Unfortunately, the next hour of Cryptmaster, so this entire episode, the microphone messed up. The audio didn't record. I'm really, really annoyed about that. But there you go, that's just how it is. The episode really just revolves around walking up the tower, doing some fights against some particularly nasty enemies, some of whom do 2 damage, some of whom heal when they hit you, and finding some interesting stuff. We eventually get to Ulara, and we have a chat with her. So skip towards the end if you want to see that chat. Unfortunately, as I say, I can't go back and change any of this and replay it. What I am doing now is what some people in the comments have told me about. I hadn't actually been able to read comments because I've only just started releasing the videos. The first episode dropped a couple of days ago and I'm recording after having read the comments from that, which said, guess words that you have down at the bottom. You don't have to wait for the letters to come in to complete them. You can guess them. And oh my goodness, do I do that so much more in this episode. It's good stuff. I'd recommend watching it. Give it a go, just as a sort of background, gentle kind of easy watch. I know you'll have lots of bits of me just talking at the screen, not saying anything, but, you know, skip forwards. Apologies for that. Not much I can do. But, yeah, that's what happens. And then we're going to be going into the cellars at the end of the episode. So I'll see you later or in the next episode. Cheers, and sorry once again.
Okay, wait. I really do recognize you now. You come from the very deepest tombs, yes? The Founders' Tombs? You're the heroes who saved the city once before, right in the earliest days. We made the same sacrifice, you and I. I can't talk here. The Countess hears everything. Come and talk to me again when you get a little closer to the surface. In the meantime, I guess it's no use asking you not to mess with this altar, is it?
Interesting. Oh, yes, that's filthy.
Oh, for Shalia's sake, that is just typical. I can't believe they keep doing this. Why do they keep doing that?
Are you four tangled up in each other somehow? Why are you walking around in a knot like that? Have you seen the housekeeper yet? She needs to give you some decent clothes and... oh, I don't know. Show you the fire exits? Whatever it is that servants need to know.
Why did you say that? Mirror. You're not welcome.
Are you four tangled up in each other somehow? Why are you walking around in a knot like that? Have you seen the housekeeper yet? She needs to give you some decent
Burglars!
Arise!
Solve my riddle and in my plight. What has many teeth but cannot bite? Yes.
Intruders!
Check.
Uninvited.
You fall again. Why aren't you in uniform? You seem to be down to the absolute traits of the dead these days. Cute, sweet. Dismissed.
Burglars. Intruders. Uninvited.
Departure. Joro? What a silly name. I'm not calling you that.
No.
I'm beginning to suspect you aren't new servants at all. You are, in fact, interlopers. I wonder if you're creative enough to imagine what I do to interlopers. I strongly suggest you leave my tower immediately to avoid finding out.
As the city grew, it built over itself time and again, pressing down the poorer areas at its base under the weight of the new growth, forcing history into the darkness and looking always to the light above.
Intruders.
What are you talking about?
Intruders.
Well, you are unusually capable for a group of clearly departed adventurers. If you manage to ascend to my boudoir, I may even grant you an audience. I'll probably destroy you afterwards, of course.
Blade.
Burglars! Can you really see a ring? 17 centuries, I have consorted with the foulest demons and abominations imaginable. I have plumbed the depths of human depravity in my quest for dark knowledge. But oh, what a naughty word you used. Why, if I had blood, I'd be blushing.
They're not welcome.
What does that mean? Wing? Can you see that somewhere? What are you talking about?
Burglars! Wolves.
Hubble bubble, let's make some trouble. Anyway, oh, now this is fancy. I think once I was rather fond of the finer things. This, it seems to me, was one of the finer things. It doesn't taste unusual. A whitish square about the size of a book. It's very holy. A soft cloth, embossed somehow. Yes, I think you could wear this, although this is just a piece, but you could probably make clothes or parts of clothes from it. Enough. I'm not going to keep fussing over it. What's it called? Oh well, I doubt it was important.
Audo then called upon the power of the goddess Shalia to lay a great seal over the city's foundations. The underland would belong in perpetuity to the dead, but the realms of light and life would be untroubled by them.
Sickle. Are you just naming weapons now? Here's a spell that can make wood into food. Some kind of spell that can make a dolly into holly. Romance? Why did you say that? The tale of Talitha the Fair. Whatever. Okay, you goons, get mixing.
Hello.
King Vitus is the name, I'm the first in my line, and I'ma burn your ears like turpentine. So prithee now, madam, come listen to my song. It packs more muscle than an ogre's thong. My lute's more ruthless than a ballista. Let me hit you with a steel tip rhyme now, sister. You've got to give me credit, I'm so versatile. But when I think of you, I can only taste bile. I've heard it said you're an aristocrat. Get a grip, missus, I know you better than that. You can't marry a count and act like you're grand, especially when his death looks suspiciously bland. Let's conclude this feud, let's finish this dance. I'm sure you will agree that you never had a chance. So please accept this as my final word. Scratch away your polish and you're still a turd.
This is a funny little thing. It looks lonely on its own. I'm sure I remember these. Long ago, I used to use 2 of them every day. It looks like a little boat with a flat bottom, made out of a sort of tough brown skin. It's pretty light. It's empty after all. Yes, this is something to wear. I think on my feet. It's chewy, but doesn't taste of much. All right, that's enough fooling around. What's it called? Oh well, farewell, lonely little thing. A curious little thing. A little pointed ball, perfectly smooth. As a boy, oh so long ago, I used to climb trees to get at these. Smooth to the eye, but very slightly rough beneath the fingertips. An egg.
Teeth.
Arise.
Answer this riddle and free my poor soul. What can you never eat for breakfast? Yes, that's it.
Oh, poor little assassin.
Subdue. Was that hideous ditty intended to shock me? The compositions of that obscene little commoner have no more power over me than the ridiculous flute he tootles. I won't even dignify this one with a response. I have to say, in a century that has been remarkably miserly with surprises, it's nice to receive even a small one. I really can't remember the last time I had visitors that I hadn't specifically summoned to dine with me. Do just shuffle back off the rug a little, though, will you? You seem to be crumbling slightly? Or dripping? I don't really care. I just don't want you on the furnishings. Tell me, have you been dead long? I inferred as much from your condition and your unmistakable odor. Also, your clothes, which are so many seasons out of fashion that they are in danger of coming back into style. Now then, it is unfortunate that you can't stay for luncheon, but I am rather in the mood for a little light conversation. What should we discuss? You're going up? How delightfully perverse of you. The commerce here does not usually flow in that direction. Actually, I could help you with that, only I might require a small favor of you first. What do you say? How kind. Now, you might have noticed my rather extensive library on your way up here. The books there have been collected carefully over many centuries. They are treasures beyond worth, and the most precious of them are the sacred tomes of the gods who once inhabited this region. But there are 4 books that elude me still. 4 lost gods eking out a miserable existence in their island temples. I don't know why they prefer that to a comfortable spot on my shelves, but I suppose they have their pride. I've unlocked the library for you, so take a look at the scrolls I've laid out near the other gods. Each one contains a clue to the name of a god's island. When you know the name, I understand you have a way of traveling there? You'll also need to figure out what power the god still has before you can subdue it. But I'm sure that will pose you no problem. Bring all 4 books to me, and I will grant you what you desire. Splendid. I'll have the servants lay out a little snack or two while we play. did I win? More luck than judgment, I'm sure. Now then, it is unfortunate that you can't stay for luncheon, but I am rather in the mood for a little light conversation. What should we discuss? Many years ago, I left a little heirloom in a hollow barrel in the cellars. I can't now remember where it is, but I know the barrel was labelled with my father's name. One of the barrels in my cellars contains a special vintage. I acquired it from a man with a huge fork who came past here on a boat some years ago. Imagine that. A huge fork and no knife. I don't want to talk about that. Something else, I think. Quite charming. I chose this area for my residence. Now the entire region is mine, shore to sunken shore. Give or take a few stubborn islands. Am I supposed to know who that is? They don't sound like the sort of person who would have mixed in the same circles as me. No, we're not discussing that. Something else. I don't want to talk about that. Choose a different topic. Horrendous little minstrel. I'd as soon discuss the contents of an ogre's privy. I never refuse a game of cards. That was a touch unsporting. Oh, did I win? More luck than judgment, I'm sure. Now then. Farewell for now.
Arise.
I'm needed by the rich and owned by the poor. You'll die if you eat me, that's for sure. What am I? Yes.
Sunlight.
Nixie, are you really trying to reinvent yourself at this point in your career? I'm going to keep calling you by your old name. Speak, spirit.
What sort of room is a room with no doors or windows?
Do you want me to solve this one? Why, it's a mushroom.
Yes!
That's that button. Smash!